you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Welcome to Saturday Night Vibe, the aggressive news show with Les Piesri. I am your host, Marlon, along with Tracy Carson and Tracy Carson Media. And we're just going to have fun today. Again, just like last night, I ain't format chat squad. Nothing. Nada. Zip. I'm not at 100% yet. Getting better as the days go on. I can't say that, but I'm still not at 100%. I'm still like running out of breath as the day goes on, but not as bad. How's everything going, Tracy?
Fantastic. We just got done with a fantastic event, which I hope becomes annual. And once you all see the full clip, you'll understand why I am through with Marlon as a person.
As long as I got the points, that's all that matters to me.
That was because Anna is a sweet and kind person, because I know that is not an answer.
Hey. See, Tracy just got finished doing a scavenger hunt.
Virtual.
A virtual scavenger hunt, and because she wasn't specific about one of the things that we had to find, I found it. What she was asking for.
No, he didn't.
She upset because everybody said it counted. And I got points for it, so.
That's because Anna loves you. That's the only reason you got her.
And your sister said yeah too.
She and I are gonna have a conversation tomorrow.
So as always, please do not forget to hit that like button. Let everybody know that we are live right now. Let's see who we got out there. Of course, Tracy, who's on the show, have yet to figure out that you can't do that. So, hello, Tracy.
You know what, Mickey?
Hey, Mickey, how you doing? Okay, you found a good job.
I don't know who that is.
That's Tanya. Found it is such a
That's such a loose term.
that's such a loose term.
It's very, 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 very loose. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I
Yes.
did not cheat. It is not my fault that you was not specific with that question.
But yet you got the questions about the glasses wrong.
No, you had an answer to it and nobody else thought of it, but it wasn't wrong. But it's not my fault. I got points for it, so that's all that matters. Let's get this party started. So I showed this last night, but Tracy wasn't on, so I wanted to get her take on it. And I know she said who said that guy is the GOAT and everything else. So at the very least, I want to see if she says this is a good second place. And I think it is. Me personally, the rest of the videos I got to show of her is like, she may take first place. This woman's nuts.
Maybe if JoJo had been wearing his diaper like a good little boy, he could have avoided all of this. And yes, I'm referring to his face diaper, not his regular diaper. We all know Joey doesn't leave the basement without his Depends. I wouldn't be shocked if after this, the CDC decided to take this overreach another step further and started trying to mandate hazmat suits for everyone. That would actually make way more sense if they want this failing garbage narrative of theirs to remain somewhat believable. If you're going to enforce unconstitutional mandates, why not just go all in? Forget the N95. Let's go for full-on gas masks to complement our disposable orange jumpsuits. Okay, but jokes aside,
I just like the part at the end, but all jokes aside, it's like, so you was joking?
So many thoughts. One, who did her makeup? It looks like she literally has pancake batter on her face. Girl, take all that stuff off and scrape that off. Second, no, she is not better than Desperate Times Calls for Desperate Measures, guys. She's not even a close second, because who comes in second is Howard Dean and him naming off all those states and then screaming at the end. Howard Dean definitely is second. She's maybe third place.
I don't know, because so far I got her, and then I got the Desperate Times Calls for what?
Desperate Times Calls for Desperate Measures.
Cause my third place
he's way better.
Cause my third place guy is always going to be that whole. I feel like I'm at a. What did he say? I
haven't been around this many women. Last time I was around this many women, I was at a baby shower.
Oh, but anyway, and that's my point, and that's why I feel like, and I'm like, that's the worst.
If the moderator was like, that's not good. I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know how the audience is gonna. No, he's.
I'm against corporal punishment for children, but I would easily put this little girl over my knee. Sound like a 5-year. She did. You know what? Here's the logic. If you have to laugh at your own joke,
it's not funny.
And because everybody knows Joe Biden don't leave the basement while his peers. If you have to laugh at your own joke,
the thing that kind of I can see why you would put her first, although I'm still like desperate times calls for desperate measures. Literally makes me cry laughing every time I see it. She was looking at a teleprompter. Phil Davidson, Desperate Times for Desperate Measures guy, he did not have a teleprompter, so he had to walk back and look on his sheet of
That's
paper.
exactly why what part when he says, I want to quote my favorite quote of all time. Like, dude, don't tell somebody that's your favorite quote and then you forget what the quote is. Especially when you sit there and say, of all time. This is my favorite quote of all time.
Desperate Times calls for Desperate Measure guy beats her every time. She, like I said, she's a good solid third. And Howard Dean, of course, I can't not put him on the list. Why did he rattle off all those states and then go, yeah, at the end? I don't know what made him do that. I really don't.
Nobody remember what that dude was. And the funny thing about that time was, and that's exactly when he lost the presidential election. I'm like, cause he went yeehaw.
But Marlon, the way he did it, it was so. I'm like, nah, dude, he's second. She may be third.
Nah, I got old boy. I've never been in this many women since a
he
baby
would be.
shower.
He might be third because he did say when Kerry Lake said, that's why we don't invite Scott, or whatever his name was. This is why we don't invite Scott to any debates. He's pulling at 0%. He's like, that's 1%. Like, Joe, you proud of it? You proud of it? Oh, okay.
Get your facts straight. All right, so we're going to move on. And I've always said this, that sometimes you just have to fight crazy with more crazy.
Here's the cast. Crazy Lady is C. Me, gigantic one-legged Lord of Darkness is M. Crazy Savior, W. And the story. I'm wandering around my local Tesco's at about 11:30 p.m. after a hard day's work. I have headphones on and I'm trying to work out what I'm going to cook when I get home as my brain's a little fried from the mind-numbing tedium of welding all day. I love the job, but I've been stuck making nearly 4,000 of the same item. As I round the corner, I see a friend that works there, and the how's life, etc. chat carried on, looking around for something I wanted to eat. I'm in the chiller section, looking with a blank expression on my face at steaks, when I'm slapped around the back of the head. Thinking it was my friend, I turn around and say, WTF why is the fish section closed? I have no idea. It's not like I work here. Don't lie, I saw you talking to staff a moment ago. I want some fish. Just go do your job. Sorry, but I don't work here. I can't help you. Now, before I could add anything, she cut me off with, just shut up and do your job. I don't pay your wages for you to stand around doing nothing. Look, I said, I'm not even in uniform. I have grease all over my hands and my face is nearly black. Do I look like I work in this crap hole? It was at this point that a small lady in her early 40s walked down the aisle straight toward us and stopped, looked at me, looked at Crazy Lady, and says, hey lady, can you tell me where the bread is? Crazy Lady says, I don't work here. W screams at the top of her voice, that's exactly what he said. Now, F off. But he works here. No, he doesn't. He works with me. And I'm effed off waiting for him because you won't leave him the F alone to do his effing shopping. Now get the F away from us. Crazy Lady says, I'm going to get him sacked. Where's your manager? W. Probably at home, effing his wife. C then storms off towards the front of the store looking for a manager, shouting about finding a manager and how I'm going to be fired soon. So me and W walk around the store finishing our shopping, and as we get to the checkout, we hear C's voice shout, that's them over there. She stood with what I think could have been a manager or a random person she thinks is a manager. We walk towards them and W shouts, he is actually effing a manager or some CT you picked at random to play manager. The person with her doesn't say a word as we walk out to our cars. I thanked the lady and we parted. Next day I was at work telling the fellas what happened when I hear W say if she'd give it any more lip, she'd have slapped the effing crap out of her. Yeah, I didn't know she worked at the same place as me, but she was in the office and was above my manager. I personally thought she was just joking in Tesco's when she claimed we worked together. I'd only been with the company about 6 months, so I didn't really know everyone in the office, as I had very few dealings with them since I was pretty new. Anyway, it still makes me laugh to this day. It's a small world.
Sometimes you have to fight crazy with more crazy.
This made up
Oh.
story. My goodness gracious. This in no part's true. There's no way she could have thought he worked there and his face was nearly black and he was dirty. No way. I don't believe it. Nope, 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 nope.
I do feel some type of way. So I'm 50-50 with you, Tracy.
I'm 100%.
Because I did feel some type of way because I forgot about the part we talk about somebody just come around and slap you in the back of the head. Talk about why the fit section closed. It's like, you know what? Ain't nothing that serious. There is nothing in the world that serious that you need to act like that. So maybe you're right. Maybe.
No, I am.
About a good 70% that it may be fake. But I don't know. I done seen some Karens do. I done heard enough Karen stories, and none of them ever start off with somebody just walking up behind you and slapping you in the back of the head, talking about where this, that, and the other is.
And the next one should have been, and I knocked her completely. Oh, that's a male, so I'm assuming he's a male, so he couldn't hit her.
Yeah.
But what he could, no, let me be quiet. I'm gonna be
What?
quiet. Nope, what I was gonna say was inappropriate. Never mind. Go ahead.
On this show.
Nope, not gonna say it. Nope, 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 nope.
You know what, Tracy? That does segue into my next video. You're absolutely right. Sometimes you just need to learn to just move on.
Out of 5 buttholes. Am I the butthole for not wanting to see my dad's affair, baby? Nope. Next story. Am I the butthole for leaving the restaurant after my boyfriend refused to pay for my meal?
Sometimes you just need to just move
Yeah,
on.
those two were fairly obvious.
Sometimes you just don't.
The baby didn't do anything, and she should have paid for her part. Trifling.
Yeah.
Two
Sometimes
trifling people.
just go on to the next story. Ain't no use. Should you see your father's affair, baby? Nope. Next story. And just move on. And he did too. He literally just moved on to the next story. I was like, yeah, sometimes these things are so easy. It ain't even worth talking about. 100% fake. People ask customers all the time for things, but when they say they don't work there, they apologize. But the slap on the head, not my. Yeah, Mickey, that's what I was saying. I've never heard any of them start off with, "Hey, let me come slap you in the back of the head and get you to go get me some fish." Like, I don't know about that one. That may be a little more. That may be a little crazy. Even for me, that may be a little crazy. Hey, let's see if we can just talk to this dude and just talk to a woman who just lost her husband.
Started messaging her. Hi, OP. Sorry about that awkward run-in earlier. I hope you're well. Hi, it's okay. Thanks. It's Blank, by the way. I worked with your husband. I was very hurt to hear that he passed. I lost my dog recently, so I know how you're feeling. I'm here to listen if you want. Thank you. Are you from Country Blank? Yeah? I thought so. Women from your country have such incredible hips. Your husband is a lucky man. Sorry, was. Thanks for clarifying. I wouldn't have known what you meant if you didn't add in the was there. Sorry if I was rude. You're just very beautiful. I don't want to screw this up. Screw what up? My chance with you. What? Lol. I'm really not ready for anything like that. I'm a good guy, I promise. One date is all I ask. I'm free this Friday and Saturday. I'm busy then, and I'm not looking for that right now. How about next week? I'm busy then, and I'm still not looking for anything. I knew your husband well, and I know what you expect in a man. I can provide that. Please, all I ask for is one date. You'll see that I'm worth it. I've said no. Please respect that. Of course I respect women and their choices. Thanks. I'm gonna go now. Take care. Okay, should have known that you're just a pretty face. You aren't even that pretty. Okay? Sorry if I upset you. That was wrong of me. Let me make it up to you. I'm free tonight. I'll bring you food. I still have your address from when I came over. No, your husband would want you to be with a man that he knows would treat you right. In all ways, wink. I'm good at taking care of women, especially ones like you. Okay, such fuckable hips. I am way too sober to deal with this. Bye, lol. Okay, no more chances. Goodbye. Because nothing turns a lady on more than, hey lady, sorry your husband's dead, but man, you got fuckable hips.
What the heck is wrong with people? What the heck is wrong with this one? Has got to be fake. There's no way that she should have carried. I'm assuming that was a she. Should have carried. Girl, block him. That's when you block people. There's a song by this comedian. It's a parody song, but it's so true. Blocking you blesses me. Block him. Don't keep on carrying a conversation. If he wants to come to your house, you tell him that he is going to mess around and find out. This can't be fake. There's no way a man could be this man. If you're this stupid, get help. Get professional help, because this cannot be true. It can't be.
I'm not even going to try to even say that this is fake in any kind of way. There are men just like that.
Where? Oh my God.
There are men and women who think the death of somebody's spouse is the perfect time.
That's the perfect.
Yep.
She shouldn't have carried on that conversation. Like I said, block these people.
I agree. She shouldn't have waited that long of a conversation. But yeah.
Come to my house. You're going to mess around and you're going to find out. Just come on over. Come over, because I got something for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Everybody calm down now. Everybody
men like this literally make me sick. You tell them, you try to be nice. You try to be nice. And maybe this happens to men too. And the little pest doesn't go away. Now, they aren't as dense as this guy who waited a few weeks or months after the husband had passed. He can't. No.
Mickey, there are some that stupid and dense. Yes, it is. It's people who really it's their equivalent of taking advantage of a situation.
Who would sit there and think, you know what? That man's wife just died. Let me get my best clothes on. What the heck?
And you know what it is, though, Tracy? This is the perfect time because they're lonely now.
But they don't need, unless they say, hey, I'm ready to date again. Unless they say it, leave them alone. It could take them years. They may never get over. They may say, I never want to get married again. Leave them alone.
I know.
This desperate stalker needs to have several seats.
This is definitely a stalker, though. Now, this dude is dangerous.
You go mess around and find out.
Oh, all right, Tracy over there threatening people. So let's move on to the next story before I get kicked off of here. So I'm not going to play the whole video of how this all came up because it is too long and it was kind of boring. But the fact of the matter is that this guy came on to this woman at a grocery store, a convenience store, and everything else, and the woman took acceptance to it. And he was talking to his sister, and asking his sister, I don't understand why she's upset. All I did was compliment her and things like that. And the sister was saying, yeah, she would take offense to it because it's how you compliment people and something like that. So R slash is explained it to his audience. His situation when he used to work in the public and the women he worked around, and when he wants to compliment somebody, and he found the proper way of complimenting a woman in the workplace. If they look beautiful today or they wear something beautiful today or something like that, he has a way of you complimenting a woman in the workplace so you don't get in trouble or they take offense to it.
Am I the butthole for complimenting a cashier? OP, how on earth were you not flirting with her? First you complimented her looks, then you were talking about how you own boats, which is more than likely just you flashing off your wealth and basically inviting her to go on one of your boats. Okay, OP, let me give you some advice. My last job was like an office job where I worked in a team of like 10 people that had a mix of guys and girls. And occasionally one of my lady coworkers would look really nice. So I would try to come up with a professional, respectful, and not rude way to compliment her looks. And my go-to compliment was to always say, "Hey babe, you got some nice fuckable hips there."
Yep, that will not get you sent to HR at all.
No.
That's it.
No.
But honestly, here's how you compliment the opposite sex in the workplace. Don't say nothing. Just keep that to yourself. Don't say nothing.
Don't even say it.
Compliment your spouse instead. And if you don't got a spouse, well, I don't know what to tell you. But don't say nothing. Even if it's the same gender, don't say nothing.
Don't. I mean, I'm being honest with you. Just don't. If you are thinking of a way to compliment the opposite sex, and you're 30 seconds into your thought process, just don't say nothing at all.
I'm gonna even add same sex.
Or the same sex. But just don't do it. It's just, I'm not saying that everybody that compliment the opposite sex or the same sex is going out of the way to be crude or something like that or hit on you and everything. You don't know how the other person has that other person's life, so to speak. You don't know if they're on the edge. You don't know if they have been hit on plenty of times and it started off nicely and then it escalated. So you come around and you say something that's just
and there's some. If you are making a pass at a woman, here's another thing for the men out there, because that's the only people I can talk to. Could y'all stop with y'all bad pickup lines, please? Stop them. Stop saying an angel. I'm tired because I'm chasing after you in my dreams. An angel fell from heaven. Oh, look, just don't say none of them. Just don't. Yes, I had a man once say he was tired because he was chasing me in his dreams. He said that on purpose. Like I was gonna respond to that. Like I was like, you hit it. Sir, you got it.
Just stick to the fuckable hips. If you're ever even gonna get in trouble, go all out. If you're like tired of being at this job and everything, in a way, you don't care if you get fired.
Yeah, but you need a reference for the next job.
Okay, don't use the fuckable hips.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Don't do that.
Don't do the fuckable hips.
What would make you think, hey, I know what I'm gonna tell her. You got believable hips. What the?
And the funny thing about it is, and I know this is the wrong show to actually use logic because Trust me, come tomorrow, we're going to be run out a whole bunch of logic. But let's use logical. If you think about it, Tracy,
I don't want to think
what
about
does
it.
that even mean? What does that mean?
Yeah,
No.
what time?
If you think about it, it's like, so
You're-
there are people who don't have fuckable hips. I don't understand where you're going with this. Like, then again, the dude's a stalker, so of course.
Yeah, that guy was definitely stalker bait.
The next story is a kind of a roundabout from yesterday's story too, when I said sometimes you just have to get the whole story. This is a special kind of Karen.
So a few years back, our store was opening a new department, and some of the day staff had been called in to help the night staff fill the shelves for tomorrow's big opening. There was quite a lot of night staff running around throughout the store, and a small handful of day staff cloistered in the new department, shuffling around dead-eyed and slack-jawed like they were auditioning for the next season of The Walking Dead. I was at the new department's computer, going over the new stock, when I see someone approaching from the foreground. I look up expecting to see a staff member, but instead, I see a very heavily pregnant woman slowly waddling up and down the aisles. Now, at first, I thought it was a customer who had snuck into our store to do some late-night shopping somehow, and some do, don't be surprised. The woman was marching, like she was in a rush, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I might have an exciting encounter with an entitled Karen. I'm the shift supervisor, so I feel it's my duty to approach the woman. So as I'm bracing myself to be yelled at after letting her know that she's not allowed in the store, upon getting closer, I notice the woman's in utter shambles. Her hair is disheveled, her drooping eyes are sunken and engulfed in deep dark circles, and she's wearing pink pajamas, complete with fluffy pink slippers, contrasted heavily by what's surely a contender for the most badass leather jacket I've ever seen. The thing had chains coming off of its chains. It was so badass. It took her the better part of a minute to walk down the aisle and up to the counter. During that time, my mind was racing. How did she get into the store? How did she get this far into it without being stopped by an employee? I mean, this wasn't someone who would just casually escape notice. Anyway, she gets up to the counter and we converse. I'm baffled and bewildered, and I say, "Hey, so you're not allowed to be in the store right now." The woman, after catching her breath, looks up and smiles weakly and says, "Hey." I then say, how did you get into the store? We're actually closed right now. She tells me the front door was open. Now, a little note about that. We examined the security footage the day after to see how she got in. And sure enough, the heavy automatic doors were open by about half an inch. And despite her condition, after several laborious minutes, she had somehow found the strength needed to muscle the doors open wide enough to just squeeze through. I say to her, I see. Well, we're still closed, so... She then interrupts me and says, I was told that you can still operate the cash. Now, she meant register, but she said cashier. I was even more baffled and bewildered and said, who told you this? The woman then looks over towards the direction of the entrance, and she says, they said the caches were locked, but you had a card that could open it? Instinctively, I reached down to my belt for the admin control card and rested my hand on it for a moment, hoping she wasn't crazy enough to grab for it. I then say, yeah, my card can override the system. However, all the money's already been counted from the cash registers. At this point, I thought maybe she was gonna rob me. I was starting to sweat. The woman then says, oh, I see. What if I paid by card? That would work, right? I say to her, that would work, but I'm sorry, we're closed. She then gives me a look of desperation, and I can see it in her eyes. I then say, but I suppose you've already come this far. Okay, let's do this. The woman then lets out a sigh of relief, and she says, oh, thank you, this is greatly appreciated. She then turns around and starts waddling off. I then say, wait, this register isn't operational yet. Once you have your items, take them to the register at the front, the one closest to the exit. I'll be there. The woman then smiles and then nods at me. She waddles off a great deal faster than she'd arrived, as if she possessed a newfound purpose. Meanwhile, I shook off some of the night's zombification, and I slowly shuffled my way to the front of the store. About 10 minutes later, I see her waddling into view towards the counter. She was carrying one single item in both hands, and with great care, she placed it atop the counter. When I finally got a good look at the item and my mind registered what it was, my heart almost broke in two. The woman wanted infant cough syrup. Suddenly, there was a moment of pure clarity where everything just made sense. And sure enough, after the woman paid for her item, she thanked me once again and left. I spoke to my coworkers who all confirmed the conclusion I'd already reached. The woman had run into several staff, all of whom confronted her, but none of whom could bring themselves to turn her away once her purpose was revealed. The night staff were the first to intercept the woman, all of whom apologized profusely that they couldn't help, but directed her towards their team leader, who might. Their team leader then directed the woman towards the new department where there was day staff. Once the woman reached the new department, the day staff confronted her and directed her towards me, and a few even mentioned my admin card and that she would most assuredly get served. The woman had tried several gas stations before she arrived at our store. Desperation had brought her, and one way or another, she was going to leave the store with what she came for. And I'm glad I've been able to help.
When you're desperate times call for desperate measures. This is the definition of it. This is the pure definition of it all. When you're willing to just go when you have no choice, basically, when you don't have any other choice anymore. And there are some parents out there, because I get I know I play a whole bunch of Karen stories and the Karen kids and everything else, but we got to keep in mind that there are some good old-fashioned parents out there that's willing to go to whatever lengths to take care of their babies. And this woman was one of them. Now, how you fit your little private, your little pregnant self between 1 inch of a steel door, I don't know about that one. That's some... But you did. Say so, Tracy. What you gonna say? This is fake.
This is so fake. I mean, first of all, there are 24-hour pharmacies, 24-hour grocery stores. She went to all of those. No. Thank you, Mickey. That's like, could you get to the point? Blah, 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 blah. He should have just said he helped the lady who came in the store. She was distressed and I helped her at the end. Hannah went all through she was pregnant and described the outfit she had on. And she was in pajamas. Nope. Don't believe it. It could happen. But I don't know what size city she lives in. But I live in a city that has 8 24-hour pharmacies. 4 24-hour grocery store chains. The gas station. She couldn't have went to none of those other places. Give me a break.
Y'all are some cynical people, boy. Y'all. I can tell y'all I can show y'all a bad story. And y'all can talk me to death about how bad and terrible and awful and it. Give you a feel-good story. Y'all
This ain't feel good. He took all day to describe. I'm like,
the story was a feel good.
He didn't have to describe what she was wearing, her slippers and her jacket and her hair and her eyes. And is this a police description or a story? Oh, come on. Was he getting paid by the word? That's what I want to know. Because he went, instead of just going straight up the street, he went around the corner, then walked a block, then walked 2 more blocks, and then walked back to his house. I don't believe.
Got me fucked up.
Y'all are something else.
I agree with Mickey 100%. Is this over yet?
Y'all are terrible.
And usually I'm the one like, oh, that was nice. Not this one. This one is totally fake. Fake, fake, fake.
LOL, I don't feel good about this fake story. Ruled that the most unimportant detail someone throws in is more fake.
The leather jacket with chains on. I don't care what the leather jacket looked like. I don't care what the leather jacket looked like.
Y'all so mean in a bit.
We not mean.
Luckily, that's our first hour, so we're going to take a break to reboot and refresh. Please do not forget to hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. And we will see you in exactly 3 minutes, so stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally. I always say dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally. High to a bird, you, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally.
Hey, all you cynical people, we back. Welcome back to Saturday Night Vibe. This is our second hour. So before we even get started, let's go ahead and pay some bills. Please do not forget to go to Patreon/Tracy Media LLC. Well, that's what I got here. Oh, you did change it.
It's
Please
just
don't forget
Tracy. Go ahead.
Please go to Tracy Media Patreon page, help support her cause. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/Complex Mind. That is Theus Robinson's Patreon page. Please help support him. please do not forget to go to Anna Hart's Borrelia, etc.com. Find out something that you never thought that you did not need to know before it's too late. And please do not forget to come to my Patreon page, Radical Truth to Power, exactly the way it's spelled, capital R, capital T, capital T, capital P. Please do not forget to hit that like button. I would truly appreciate it. Let's get those lights up because it's been looking pretty good lately, but I want to keep the continuation going. And if this is your type of content, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We do a video every weekend, Saturday and or Sunday.
And don't forget to share.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Anna's not here, so Anna's the one who says the beautiful do not forget to like, share, subscribe thing. But she's a little under the weather, and I hope that she feels better by tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're finna get into it. Tomorrow nothing changed, nothing new came up. So just to give you a heads up, yeah, tomorrow we are going to get into the whole Mar-a-Lago being raided by the FBI. But I have a new twist on it that I have been seeing lately. That's kind of strange, but not strange if you've been watching this show lately, because I have been telling you, all the audience, all the mafia, that people were flipping on Trump. That now that Trump do not have the power that he used to wield over Republicans, the Republicans are fighting back. I got a video of even Ron DeSantis flipping on Trump. And I don't mean a little bit. I don't mean hinting at. I mean, he full-blown, hey, it is what it is, Trump. Sorry, but not sorry. The Republican Party is fighting back. And it all started with this raid, including Fox News, who, bless their heart, they're kind of split right now because some people are still trying to protect Trump. Some of them just don't care no more. But it makes for good TV. I don't care about either one of them. I was hoping Fox would have went off the air by now, but whatever. But anyway, we're going to get into the raid on Mar-a-Lago. We're going to get the update on what was found, the lies he done used, the lies that been disputed. True Social, who apparently is under investigation. Go figure, that didn't take long. And Trump throwing people under the bus. So we're going to get into it tomorrow. It was not a raid. It was a legally searched and seizure. Raid is right read, hypocrisy, and stir up the violent code. Yeah. I don't care.
Raid, search, blah, blah, blah.
Raid, legal search, whatever. I don't care. And by the way, once again, the raid is a right-wing hyperbole to stir up the violent code. They're going to be violent in the way. Those people came out the day it happened, blowing their horn, and the truck that had Trump's picture painted on the hood. Y'all got way too much time on y'all hands. Y'all really do. Like,
but Mexicans are taking all their jobs.
Yeah, because they're too busy painting Trump pictures on their trucks. Like idiots. Foxy's videos of the week. Tracy, I'm going to give this completely to you. And if you don't understand at the end, I'll explain it to you, but it should be self-explanatory. But I'm going to give this video specifically to you so you can explain it to everybody else.
So Laura Loomer lost her bid for the GOP nomination for Congress in Florida on Tuesday, and she had this to say about it.
We are losing our country because of big tech election interference. And I am pleading with the Republican Party to please start taking this issue seriously. Please. Because the American people deserve representation. And that's why I ran for Congress in 2020. It's why I ran for Congress in 2022. And it's why I'm going to keep fighting for all of you. I'm never going to...
And then she doubles down and says that she would not concede because there was theft involved, which seems to be right out of the far-right Republican playbook nowadays. So to summarize, Loomer says she's not conceding and claims there was theft in a Republican primary run by Republicans. Let's check back in with her.
But what are they doing? I want to know what people are actually going to do. My life is ruined. Does anybody understand how ruined my life is?
Take it away, Tracy.
Karen. Stop, Karen. Karen, take a deep breath. Hold it for about 10 seconds and then let it out. Take a deep breath. Hold it for about 10 seconds and then let it out. The guy said it. He said literally everything I was thinking. This all started with Trump talking about he didn't lose the election. It was robbed. The votes went for Trump, but they send them up to the Catholic side of the light, and because Biden is Catholic, they send them down as Biden votes. When you lose an election, it's okay. It's okay to say, you know what, this time it wasn't in the cards for us, but we're going to come back next time. We're going to run a better campaign. Nope, Republicans can't do that. There's voter frauds in the Republican primary. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious with this? In another instance, Karen, your crocodile tears, they aren't moving anybody. Stop with the crocodile tears, Karen. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what you're on. But again, you take a deep breath, count to 10, let it out. Take a deep breath, count to 10, let it out. I'm fine. I'm done.
I told y'all I'm bored of these people now. I'm bored. Y'all are boring. Y'all can't come up with nothing new. Y'all have had at least 3 years now. Y'all are boring. The election was stolen from you. By who? Your own party? Your own party stole the election from you.
Like big tech doesn't have anything else to do but to steal your local election. Oh, okay.
In your party. And that's what you and by the way, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, your little crybaby, my life is ruined, but you're never actually going to explain to anybody exactly how it's ruined.
What happened?
You're never going to say how. You're just going to sit there on your couch, paid for by the idiots that paid for it.
Who are her supporters? Who are the people in the background clapping? Who? How much did she pay them? How? No,
like
Mickey.
an SNL skit. No, an SNL skit is funny. This is just pathetic.
This is sad.
This is just sad. You are so sad. You lost a primary. You ran against another Republican in the Republican Party. And you are so pathetic that you can't even come up with anything other than what you've been using as if this was a major voting moment. So you go back to the old wishing well of, I'm not conceding and it was fixed. I was robbed, big tech, global crisis.
Laverne and Shirley, happy days.
Happy days and all of them.
Hugo Chavez, he wanted, I'm like, wait a minute. And they never say, including Trump, how the election was stolen. No, Trump at least came up with something. It was completely stupid, but he came up with something. He says there were thousands of votes in the rivers, and they were all Trump. Really? Where at? What cities? And how do you know they said Trump? How do you know those weren't Biden votes that were people? The people who follow these people are stupid. I don't like calling people stupid, but there's no other word I can use. There's no logic. There's no logic. If you would step away and listen to what they're saying. I'm not going to accept something unless it comes my way, unless it turns out in my favor. Well, that's life. Sometimes things work out for you, and sometimes it doesn't. Welcome to the earth, person. I can't. I wish the Republican Party would just go away. I literally wish they would just go away, fold, don't ever come back, don't run for office, and we'll just take this thing and run it. Because this is crazy.
Party are fighting back now. I told y'all it.
Nope, the whole party voted against making insulin $35.
That's the real Republican Party. This Loomis. And what did Mickey say? I didn't even know Laura Looney would still exist. I didn't know who the heck she was. I still don't. Other than her life is ruined now, but she ain't gonna tell you how.
No, she not. She keeps running. Look at all them times she lost. Look, you ran in 2016, 2020, 2022. Nobody wants you. You lost 3 times. Stop running. Do something else. Start a consulting firm. Do a podcast. I know Cori Bush lost, but she only lost once, and then she came back and beat the guy. I know Nina Turner lost twice, but you know what? She's not running for the same dang on office. Nobody wants you. If they did, you wouldn't have lost 3 times in a row. Stop running. Do something else.
Or you can keep running and giving us these little clips so we can keep picking on you. Either way.
Girl!
My life is ruined. Don't you understand? Ruined. Okay. Good for
and that acting class that she took to do that, she should ask for her money back.
Yeah, that was terrible. Speaking of idiots.
People.
You think Biden is not alive right now?
No, the guy that's doing the stand-up job of trying to wake people up is an actor wearing a mask. I mean, there's several different people playing Joe Biden at this point. And then when he fell up the stairs going on the airplane, I myself think that was Jim Carrey. I've heard that he was one of them.
Wait. You think that Jim Carrey was wearing a mask and was the acting president?
And being silly by falling up the stairs 3 different times. And James Woods also, I think, is one of the doppelganger mask-wearing people.
You think Biden is not?
Are they freaking serious? First of all, James Woods is a hardline conservative. I don't know what Jim Carrey's political stance is. I'm assuming he's liberal, but I don't know. She literally said those are act. I can't. I'm going to go right back to my point. The Republican Party needs to go away. Just go. Don't go away. Don't come back. We don't want you. We don't like you. You're stupid.
People say I want some of what she owns.
I don't, because that's about the dumbest thing that she. What the heck? Look, I am not a Joe Biden fan at all. At all. I can find very few things that he's doing right. But having another actor portray him is not one of them. I'm just going to go with that. That's my gut feeling. That's Joe Biden that fell up those steps. That's Joe Biden that made that speech. It's an actor. It's an actor. Why, people? Why are you this stupid?
There was a movie that came out, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I think the name of the movie was Ed. And It just so happened that this was exactly what she was saying. The real president, who was apparently an a-hole, had a heart attack or something like that, and he's in a coma, and they happened to find a guy who looked exactly like the president. I mean, obviously it was played by the same person, of course, but he looked exactly like the president. He took the president's place, and he fixed everything the president messed up, including the marriage, apparently. So I honestly think in my heart of hearts, some idiot saw that movie and associated it. Oh, Biden's been dead since the election.
Wow.
And by the way, kudos for saying several actors are playing Biden. Like, why you needed several actors? And why did you pick the most famous actors?
Yeah, not some actor trying to get into the business. Oh, no, don't pick them.
No, you picked Jim Carrey. Like, no, there is no way on the face of the planet that Jim Carrey can play that role and it doesn't get out. It's Jim freaking Carrey. Like, you're not even trying anymore. You threw names out there that you remembered. That's what it was. Or you remember Jim Carrey was on Saturday Night Live, so you assumed, okay, I'm going to use Jim Carrey. And what was the other guy? Woods?
You mean James? You mean in living color?
James
Woods. A conservative. A Trump-supporting conservative, if my details don't fail me, right? I could be wrong. He may not be Trump-supporting, but he's definitely conservative. What is she? I can't. I can't no more.
Let's have one more stupid. Since we're on a roll. And this is the new, I ain't gonna even say this is the new norm. This is their new arguing point where they agree with you without really agreeing with you, because at the very least, it's hard to give her kudos for, because at the very least I could say that she just was not going to argue, but that when their main point is argued down, but they still stick to their main point, they just change their path to that main point. I know it's confusing how I'm saying it, but when you see this video, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying.
He said when he was running that he wouldn't defund the police, and he's done that. And I think that's a huge reason why we see so much crime today. I think that
Biden has defunded the police? Where?
Well, I mean, he hasn't defunded them, but he's defunded a lot of the police. And
because that is done on a citywide level, not the national level.
That's true. But I mean, overall, I think that this is the scariest times that we have lived in.
Karen in training.
Now you see what I'm saying.
Karen in training. Karen in training. Do you know how stupid you sound? He's defunding the police. It's done at a city level. Yeah, I see what you mean, but overall.
Okay, but do you see what I'm saying now?
I can't believe you found these clips. You get at me for stuff I found. Oh no, you got me beat with this one.
When they have a point,
But she didn't.
She had her point. It was a stupid point, but
it was a wrong, incorrect point, but
she had a point. The point was argued that it was not correct. So she stuck with her point, but she changed the path of how it got there because she wasn't ready for somebody to push back on it. You're right, he didn't do that, but now I'm going to have to change this. This is the scariest times we've ever lived in. First of all, if you think this is the scariest times we ever lived in,
try being black and enslaved by some oppressors. Yeah, that'll do it. Try that one.
Yeah, this is the scariest. This is the scariest time you've lived in, little girl. This is the scariest time you have lived in. And you don't look real scared. If
Or
you're sitting there
smart.
talking on camera, you don't look real frightened.
This is like that sketch that Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know if he still does it, where he will ask people questions. And he'll be like, well, who said it? Like, he'll say something that Obama said. But the person doesn't know Obama said. He's like, well, Trump said this. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I agree with it. And then he's like, no, actually, Obama said it. Oh, I disagree with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's one video I forgot to put on here. And I guess it was a TikTok video, and somebody put a comment on somebody's TikTok about, yeah, that's why the Democrats are losing ever since Obama lost. And everybody went, when did Obama lose?
He ran into, he was twice
Ran
elected.
twice and won twice. When did he lose?
Maybe they're talking about like the state legislatures where they did lose a lot of seats in 2008 at the state level. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
No,
But if he's talking about Obama himself, no.
Obama lost. And it was like,
No, he ran twice, he won twice. Now, granted, if Mitt Romney wasn't Mormon, we would have probably had a different result, but he still ran twice and won twice.
Lord. One last stupid thing, and I'm not even gonna take anybody down, but this is we've been saying that. No, I'm gonna use that one last. I'm gonna put that last. Send everybody off on a good note. So again, because I like to tell everybody how the right is. The right likes to do some of the dumbest things, especially we talked about that yesterday with now I feel so sorry about how I voted and pat me on the back, please, and let me look sympathetic because I didn't know this would affect humans. So when that don't work, then it go to suing you.
I just got this letter from my Republican opponent, Todd Stevens. It's a cease and desist demand from his lawyer telling me that unless I stop talking about Todd's record on abortion, he is going to sue me. Now, I know that the Trump Republican Party has gotten very used to threatening women into silence so that they can work on stripping us of our basic rights. I know that Todd is frustrated that my campaign is shining a light on the true intentions of a Doug Mastriano-led Pennsylvania Republican Party. I know that Todd is frustrated that Planned Parenthood endorsed me instead of him this year because of the very vote he is citing in this letter. I know that Todd would like me to just shut up. I guess he thought that I might scare easily. So Todd, you demanded I stay silent. Well, here is my answer.
And that's how you answer him. I'm like, I'll see you in court.
He ain't going to court.
I know, but
y'all people need to stop with this whole cease and desist, and I'm going to sue you because I'm telling you the truth, and you telling people how I did things, and I don't. It's not. Oh, you're lying on me. You're not even saying that. You're just saying stop bringing it up.
I'm like, dear Todd, I will see you in court. Shut the bleep up.
Ooh, that's the closest you gonna get to her cussing.
Oh, I say bleep all the time.
That's about as close you gonna get to it now. Y'all keep this recording. She ain't gonna go no further than bleep though.
Probably not.
And effable hips. She did.
I said blankable.
Blankable. Oh, she did say blankable hips. Last but not least, all-time favorite, Tracy's all-time favorite. She even said it tonight, even though she didn't put it this way. Fuck around and find out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to play this like several times, but yeah, this is the part where you fuck around and find out.
First of all, I hope she was not hurt. But boy, it's hard not to laugh at that. It's very hard. I won't, but it's very hard not to.
I ain't gonna laugh at it because it's, hey, that's what you get. Sorry.
But that Taco Bell sound at the end, though, they didn't have to add that.
I'm sorry. One more time. Oh my God.
Did she slap that other girl?
Yeah, she slapped the girl in the back of the head.
I missed it. One more time. Did you notice her pointing there like, yeah, just what you get?
No, did you notice that she was starting to cry?
Yeah, because she hit her head on the pole. That hurts.
She ain't hurt because she hit her head. She hurt because she's embarrassed. I'm one more time because the look on her face like.
And she was play it again because I got another
One
thought.
more time when she had this look on her face like, did y'all see that or is that just me?
I like how she tried. Okay, one more time. One more time. I'm gonna point this out. Maybe nobody saw it. Why was she trying to play it off? We all saw you. We all saw you hit.
Was she hit her head? She hit the pole and then turned around like.
Yeah, what?
See that? Y'all didn't see that. No.
She should have just walked.
As I'm still holding on to the pole, y'all didn't see that.
What you do is when you fall, because we've all failed, you don't draw attention. You get up and you walk. You don't look at anybody. You don't stare at anybody.
I won't laugh. I won't laugh.
Rolling on the floor. Mickey, I'm trying.
We wasn't supposed to laugh.
You and Mickey did.
We was. In a sense, we was. You just come on, y'all, come on.
She hit her right on top of it. She went bring. I'm like, that had to be an added sound effect because she should have been knocked out.
Oh yeah, that was an added sound effect because.
Oh, she gonna just play it off like yeah, and then gonna cry. Well, you know.
I feel sorry for me because I got caught slammed in my head. We finished in record time.
Sure did, huh?
Hey, plenty of time to go to church tomorrow and everything. Tracy, tell everybody where they can find you.
TracyMediaLLC.com, all platforms.
You will find us tomorrow. Radical Truth to Power is back. So we will look into the riot, the search, the whatever, Mar-a-Lago, whatever makes y'all feel better. I just don't even care no more. But we will be back at 8:00 p.m. tomorrow for the Radical Truth to Power. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight. As you file out, please do not forget to hit that like button on the way out the door. I would truly appreciate it. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace.